Hi, Van here. A lot of people want me to do a review on this Cabelas Commercial Dehydrator. This is the 160 liter Cabelas Commercial Dehydrator. It does have 24 racks. It is very spacious. I've held up to 21 to 22 pounds of raw meat in there. It's a really good dehydrator so far, knock on wood. It's done me a great job. A few things I'd like to point out on this dehydrator is don't use harsh abrasives. You see when you open it up, I usually mild soap and hot soap and water is what I wash the inside out with. Every so often I'll take this piece right here out. It's got 6 screws. It just lifts right up. And the reason why I do that is because that's the only way you can get underneath here. Some of the marinade will get underneath, and I just take it out and clean it really good and screw it back down. There is a drip tray. When I wash this out, I wash it, like I say, with mild soap and water, and then I'll come back with a Clorox wipe. You can buy them in the round canisters, and I'll just go over everything and wipe it down real good. The racks. The main thing about these racks is don't use them in the dishwasher. I didn't know that, and I was putting it in the dishwasher, and I started noticing that it was having a few little rust spots come up. So I googled it and come to find out that you're not supposed to use it in the dishwasher. You're supposed to use mild detergent and water, soap and water. When I load these up, it says to space it apart. I don't ever come towards the edge right here. I always stay about that far away from the edge. And I use these right here as make them an inch apart. So I'll put a piece of jerky here, skip that one, jerky there. But I'll use that as a guide to have my inch apart on it. And another thing I do is I always wipe my hands off in between loading the racks, because you don't want to grab your rack right here and load it up, slide it in, and you've got marinade inside these, because these are hard to clean inside these grooves here. But that's the things that you look for when you're using this dehydrator, is watch what you put on the sides of it. And that's another reason why I don't put anything towards the edges, because I don't want to have marinade over here on the sides. And I don't put anything towards the back. And I do also skip this much of the rack, because it seems like from here this way everything dehydrates and gets done at the same time if everything's cut the same way. But for some reason, about the last 4 inches out towards the door, the 4 inches towards the door, it doesn't want to, it takes a little longer to dehydrate. So I usually skip those. And I do this out in my building. It is heated. I have my heat going right now. But I put a towel on top of it. To me, it just seems like it holds the heat in, the dehydrator a little better. I do have it built up on a stand that I made, and it is a few inches away from the wall like the manufacturer states. You turn it on, you flip, power on, lights was already turned on. You hit the time button. You go up with it to whatever you want, or you go back down. I'm going to set it on an hour. Temperature goes from 50 degrees all the way up to 160 degrees. When this thing starts up, I'm going to let it start up. I'm going to show you how to turn it off, because you don't want to just come over here and turn this off. The manufacturer states that you have to let it cool down. So what I do is I go to time, I go down to where it says 000, and I wait. If there's ever a time I need to stop this, I let it stop on its own. So I go to time, I go down until it says 000. It's going to cool itself off. It takes a minute or so. But so far this has been a good dehydrator. It does have to be on a 20 amp breaker by itself. So that's one thing to consider if you're going to buy this model. It has to be on a 20 amp breaker by itself. The 80 liter, I don't believe it's like that. I don't know much about it. I haven't read into it. I don't have one. But if you want a big one, you have to have it on a breaker by itself. One time I didn't have it on a breaker by itself, and every time it would go through a cycle where it would heat up and cool down, the lights would flicker in the house, and that wasn't good. So I automatically went ahead and had this thing put on a breaker by itself. And out in my building, I do the same thing. It's on a breaker by itself. So you see it stop by itself, that's what you want it to do. You don't want to just stop it. You want to make sure you go through the right process and turn this thing off. But hey, you know, if I didn't touch on anything, just let me know. I'll make another video review of the Cabelas Commercial Dehydrator 160 liter. But that's pretty simple, pretty much it. So just clean it, take care of it, and it should be a good one for you. If you have any issues with it, Google it. That's what I've had to do as far as the racks goes, and how to clean this thing. And just use Google. Hey, y'all have a good day. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Like it and share it if you like. It's hunting season here in Georgia, so there's a lot of people fixing to go hunting, kill some deer, and want to make jerky out of it. And if you do, this is a good product to have if you've got the room for it. Oh, another thing, remember, you got to have room for it. The 80 liter is a countertop model. Where are you going to put it? This right here has got wheels on it. If you got a closet big enough in your house, you can always slide it in your closet in between using it. So that's one thing to think about. Well, anyways, y'all have a great day, and like I say, please subscribe to my channel. There's going to be more videos to come, and I thank you for watching.